Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me. Before we get started, all the product I'm using and all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you'd like to purchase any of these products. There is my email address if you have any questions. There is a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that, and you can share what you've made over on that page. And finally, remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube to help me grow in YouTube world. Today, we're going to be painting with some beautiful paper, and I'm going to show it all to you in a minute. It is in the new mini catalog. It is on page 4 and 5. And in your catalog, you may have actually missed this. It's a standalone paper set. It's called A Walk in the Forest. And this is basically a set. If you buy this set, $3 of this goes to help people in need and help support them at the holiday season. And that is how they're going to help the community this year. Stampin' Up! Is, and they would like your assistance. You can read more about it in the book, and if you need a catalog, let me know. So this set does have some interesting pages in it. The bear, this brown bear, he cuts out with the punch, the polar bear punch. So we'll be using him today. But the trees, many of the trees in the DSP cut out with the Merriest Moments set. So I will show you those. And just so you know, the Merriest Moment is on page 12. It's right here. And I'm going to show you, actually show you the set. It's got great trees and how to decorate and presents and stuff on it. That's the tree one. And then the polar bear is on page 24. And you've seen the set, we've used it before, and there's the dies, the punch that goes with it. So, so let's thumb through here. This particular polar bear, this one here that faces that direction, you can use the polar bear bunch to cut your brown bear out of this piece. It's very beautiful paper. And the secondary side is very Christmas, but still very neutral. There's some beautiful, like I said, it's Christmas. This piece, all these bears cut out with a punch, trees. In the Merriest Moments that I said we get this out. We're not going to actually, we're only using one of the verses out of the Merriest Moments today, but we're going to use the dies. And in here, there's lots of dies. There's this big one here, and it cuts that big tree here, and that one, okay? And then there is a smaller one here. This one cuts this tree, and that one. And I believe this one here, that's that size of tree. So you have lots of trees you can cut out, and there might be a couple other pages here, I'm not sure, where you can cut the trees out if you wanted. We actually need this one here and the big one. So we'll leave those two out. Oh, wrong way. And I'm not sure, does that little one cut out? I didn't check it. Let's do it together. There's a little one here. No. If you wanted a smaller tree, you could do that one there like that. If you wanted a smaller part of a tree. So that's that stamp set dies we're going to use. We're pulling in a few sets today. Then out of, I'll show you the rest of the paper in a second, out of the cute, very cute, we are going to use the two snowflakes. We're going to use the little bear. Now this set does have a Merry Christmas in it, but it's long and skinny. And I didn't want a long and skinny, I wanted a stacked one. So we're going to use this one, Merry Christmas, out of Regal Reindeer. You're going to discover I love this Merry Christmas a lot, so I'll probably use it quite a bit because I love it stacked on top. So back to the paper. I get sidetracked. So anyhow, we do all those die cuts out of that. Or you can just use the paper as is. And here's some more beautiful trees on blue. Snowflake paper. And some little trees, and some more striped paper. So it's a beautiful pack of paper. And we are going to utilize some of that today. I'm going to show you what we're making. We're making a very simple little card. A little snowflake on our envelope. And this is the card. Now this is Balmy Blue and Garden Green. Now let's see our little bear. Isn't he cute? But we're not going to use Garden Green this time. We're still using Balmy Blue. We are going to use Pretty Peacock. So we have our envelope. This is the background for our card. And here is our Pretty Peacock. And there's the base of our card out of Balmy Blue. So let's just go through these pieces real quick. And then we'll cut the rest of our pieces out. So this is 11 by 4 1/4. Boy, I'm having a bad afternoon, I should say. Scored at 5 1/2. Just standard side fold card. I didn't put numbers on anything. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. And this one is 5 by 3 3/4. So those are going to stack there. I also have a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to stamp that in just a moment. And I have a piece of scrap white that we're going to be stamping Merry Christmas on and cutting out. So we're going to leave out the pieces we need to stamp on first and get all of our stamping done. So Merry Christmas is going to go in. I knew I forgot something. I forgot my Pretty Peacock ink. Just a moment. I have to forget something. Here's Pretty Peacock. And I'm going to put the Pretty Peacock on this little scrap of paper, sort of towards the middle, because we're going to use a die to cut that out in just a few minutes. Merry Christmas. The verse in this one says, I can't read it through there, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. And we're going to stamp that here. Oh, I know why that doesn't look too, oh, it's not too bad. I should have had this under it, but I'm going to flip it and try it again, because I know it can be better. The matte does add the cushioning, and I think does make your stamping look much neater. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's it for the Balmy, or the Peacock. Now we do need some early espresso, so we're going to stamp in the corner down here our little baby bear. Like that. And then we need a couple snowflakes. They said this is an easy card. I'm using Balmy Blue. And I'm going to pull this up and do one here. You could put a baby polar bear on the front of your envelope too. Put anything you wanted, a little present. And I'll put a couple more here. Just like that. So that's all the stamping. Now, you could leave your bear like that, but I wanted my bear filled in a little bit. So I decided to use my watercolor pencils. This is set 2 because it has the new colors in it. It has, this one has, what's the new colors there? Fresh Freesia in it, Pecan Pie, Early Espresso, Basic Black. But it added a couple new colors in here. So, and I'm going to use a blending brush. This is just old packaging. And basically, I'm just going to add some color here. I'm not being very neat about it either. I'm just putting color. It's a watercolor. I'm literally scribbling on some color. And I'm going to grab my blending brush. I'm going to make sure I didn't have any. Then you take these blending brushes and it just blends out the color. Now, you could just use your blends or whatever you wanted, but I didn't want him real dark. I think this is just an easy way to add something really simple. And I really do like how the pencils leave it looking like that. And that is the extent of the pencils. Like like I said, it's an easy card. So that's the inside done. And the last die we need to get out is from the Stylish Shapes. And we are getting out this cute little banner right here. So let's grab. Now I've also cut some pieces. This is that one that had the big trees I was showing you. The reason I picked the peacock is my trees are peacock. That's why I picked them. First, I wanted to go ahead and punch out my bear and get him off here before I put these guys through auto. My little brown bear, or a black bear. You can call him a black bear. You know, brown bears and black bears come in various colors that they're all different colors. Ours around here aren't really, they're not really, we have black bears, but we have brown bears here too. But most of them are really dark, almost a black. So there's our bear. He's all cute. So we need to die cut these two trees and our Merry Christmas. Uh-oh. Let me quickly stamp Merry Christmas again. As I cut through the paper where I wasn't supposed to and did not leave enough room. Sorry about that. I wasn't thinking about which die I was using. We just won't cut him off. We'll just remove part of it. I ink all over my hands. I'm having a terrible day. I really am, people. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it one more time. It's been one of those days. Anybody else have one of those days where no matter what you do or what you attempt to do, something goes wrong? Like you got out of the wrong side of the bed even though you didn't. Okay, so let's get auto up here. And the reason I'm using auto right now is I can do all three at one time. So there's plate 1, plate 2, plate 3. This one up here, and I'm just going to grab some Post-its. I'm not going to risk the red tape today. There, that's not going to move. And then make a little extra room there. I'll grab our 2 trees. Now you could have easily stamped and cut, you know, these trees with the stamp set and cut them out. But I just decided I'd use the paper today. Let it do a little bit of the work for me. And use insurance since I'm having one of those days. So there's one of our trees. There's our Merry Christmas. And here is our second tree. I cut pretty close to those trees because I did not want to damage any of the other trees in case I want to use them again. there's our bear. So let's assemble this card. Like I said, it's a pretty fast card. And let's go ahead. Now you almost hate covering up all the pretty paper, but just gotta let it go. It's meant to be used. Okay, so then I'm going to take my trees, and I know the big one I want over here, and the little one I want back here, and then I want the bear right about here. I think I want that tree down about there, so it looks like he's walking in front of that tree. So that's where I want that tree to go, approximately. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And flip my little brown bear over. Actually, I'll put one more on that bear. That. Put our little bear down here. Look like he's walking in front of that one. And then our Merry Christmas. I decided we are going to put some, this is the glittered Organdy ribbon. And don't need too much. Now like that. And we're going to hook that right on the back. I'm going to use a little seal to do that. Make sure I've got that going in the right direction too. Out like that. We'll adjust that ribbon in a few minutes. I think I need some more seal on here. Didn't get enough. But that's okay. We're also going to use some dimensionals on the back of this. So make sure we cover the paper and the ribbon. Gotta have some sparkle on here. And I want it to come right, if I don't stick myself to it, right about there. And short that just a little bit. Get it at the right angle. There we go. That's still too long. There we go. So we got some sparkle going over the top of the tree. And then I've looked at this and I said, we need a little bit more. These are the Faceted Trio gems. And I want to say these are part of the Winter Meadow set, but I love them. think they're very pretty. I used the clear ones on the last one. I think I'm going to use these little darker ones since I used the Peacock on here. They are raised up quite a bit. Oh yeah, very pretty. I'm going to put one more. I'm trying to decide where I want it. I think I'll put it right there. But anyhow, that is our very easy little brown bear card. Using some very beautiful paper. So thank you for joining me on this wonderful Friday, and I will see you next week. And if you have something you'd like to see demonstrated from the mini catalog, please let me know. And if I have the product, or if I can get my hands on the product, I will make something for you. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.